off this call talking about the Isagenix opportunity more than the amazing product, but actually how you can choose to get your products paid for or go so much further than that. And we wanted to start with these pictures because it's just such a great story. So Jen, do you just want to throw in about this and yeah, and that big picture of what Isagenix can mean to someone? Oh, you're muted, Jen.
Sorry. When I started Isagenix, I was only interested in the products, and the nerdy naturopath was so excited with the formulas. That was it. Was not interested in the business side of things. I had a successful business, busy doing my thing. That was it. Anyway, long story short, eventually people asking me what I was doing with the program and why I was getting such great results. And so I started sharing what the program was. Little did I know, by being plugged into a community like this, that I would kind of grow my brain and my heart and uh, go back maybe about nearly 10 years before then. So I'm going back 15 years, but a bunch of years before then, I'd been in Thailand visiting a good mate, and this little guy here in the center who's now turned 25 a couple of weeks ago. He was 8. His parents had died from AIDS and living in a poor farming village in Thailand and living on the street. And I went, well, I want to help this guy. Anyway, I tried to adopt him, couldn't because I was gay, and just put my time into and money into getting him educated and fed, 2 hot meals a day. The little guy, Q, grew at 6 inches in the first year. So that was exciting. And then 2014, so whenever that was, that long ago, 11 years ago, I chose to walk the Camino. And when I was off walking the Camino doing that pilgrimage, I thought, you know what? I want to help more kids like Q. And I only came to be that kind of person to want to do that through being in such a giving community. Isagenix is so big about everyone just, do your thing, but do good stuff for the world as well, whatever that is for you. And so I went on to form the Q Foundation. So even in just on this picture, Ning here is now a community nurse. We got her when she was a young one, like this little girl. His name's Cartoon. Um, she's now a community nurse back in the village where she was the poorest out of all the kids. Her family still bath in the local river. Um, but we put her right through university, and she's a community nurse. We've got dental assistants. This is another Ning, and she's a dental assistant. And in this picture here, we've got Q, who's now an electrician. We've got Bong, who's a chef. We've got a mechanic. We've got a Thai teacher. We've got an English teacher. Just, it's crazy. So all these kids we've educated, but when we met them, they didn't have a bed. They were all sleeping literally on a grass mat on the floor. And just not eating properly, a bag of rice, us just to be able to feed them the core basics was amazing. So Isagenix is way beyond a shake program, a wellness program. You have no idea how cool this community is and what's possible in your own life. So I love that we've been able to make a big splash in a small village that's brought generational change to this area, and that makes me smile. Yeah, Isagenix is so much more than a bloody shake.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Jen. And yeah, it's just touched many people. I can see the chat going crazy. And it's just a beautiful thing. I love hearing what you were able to do there. So I'm going to hand over to Belle now to take us through how you can make these kind of things happen.
Yeah, thanks, guys. So, my name's Belinda, and I'm based in Perth. And I actually joined Isagenix for the business. So, a lot of people fall into our business and community by starting with the products. But I actually had been in network marketing and was looking at making a move. And Isagenix was suggested. I did my research, a lot of homework, because it was my income, my only income. So I really had to really align myself with a company that I knew ticked all the boxes, and they did. And, coming up nearly 6 years, I'm still here and still loving it, and it just keeps getting better and better. So what I love about Isagenix is look how many countries we are in. 24 markets globally. That means you can have a customer or a business builder in any of these locations if you have an international membership. I love that it is backed by industry investors. Yeah, it's just has so much integrity. We're very authentic, and I love the product range that we have. I love that we have nutrition and weight management, natural beauty. Our collagen is like one of the number one products, highest retention selling products that we have. Energy and focus, stress and sleep is so big within our business, and it's such a core product that is helping so many people. And gut health and fitness, so really anything at any age from 18 to 80 to 100, we have something for everybody, which I love. And it's all about longevity, prevention, and living your best life. With our company, I love that it is proven. We have clinical studies, which Jen just previously spoke about on our other call. It's all natural and it's simple to use. It's simple to implement into your life to get results, and to continue to using it. So how do we get paid? I know a lot of people are on this call because they want to build a business and earn an income with Isagenix. We are paid 6 ways. Okay, one of the main couple of ways that we get paid are product introduction bonuses. You are paid 20% commission on your order basket with that customer for the first time. So 20% of their cart order for the first time. We have incentives and promotions. We have retail profits that you can benefit from, team bonuses, and rank advancement bonuses as well. We only have 5 ranks within our company. You can hit it in 5 ranks: associate, consultant, manager, director, and executive. So to go associate, you just have to upgrade your account, which allows you to earn a commission for any products that you share with family and friends or your network. We have basically here showing you how you can earn a 20% PIB back. This is the upfront money, okay? This is the money that you get paid a week after you sign or help someone get started. So 20% on a 30-day pack works out to be about $85 Australian, $100 New Zealand. Okay, that's on one enrollment. Can you think of the power of that if you enroll and help 4 to 5 customers a week, 4 to 5 customers a month, or 2 customers a week, $160, $170 cash just here for helping people get started and set up in their program. This is the instant money. So your first goal after upgrading from associate and sharing is you share with 2 people. Sharing with 2 people, you become a consultant, which unlocks a bonus for you. And here's the map to show you how you can get paid. Okay, so you share with Sally. She buys a 30-day reset pack, and then Sarah. Okay, that means you become consultant. On the right there, you can see how much you get. You get $85 for Sally, $85 for Sarah. Then you get a $50 rank advancement bonus, a $25 product coupon to spend whatever you want on in your back office to order. And you qualify for a Team Builder Club, which is a $70 product coupon. Now that's because you've enrolled 2 people in the same month. So that comes up to $221 cash and $95 in product coupons. That's pretty cool, just for sharing with 2. So now we're going to show you the next step after consultant, and it is helping your 2 new customers share and duplicate and do the same thing. Because when you help them get paid as well, you're going to benefit by being paid as well. Okay, so Sally over here shares with 2 people. She's going to receive the same commission that you did originally as well, $85. And then Sarah on the right is going to share with 2 people as well. Because you're here helping both these girls share and enroll people, you're actually going to be paid $100 cash for helping them share with 2 people to go consultant. And because you've done it within 60 days, you're going to be collecting the rank advancement bonus of Crystal Manager, which is $250 cash. So let's add up all the money. It's $671 cash and $95 in product coupons. So that's definitely paying for your reset pack, and you're going to have an extra bit of spending money over and more products to purchase for next month with that. I just wanted to pop in here as well our share coupons. Everybody is eligible for this every month, and it covers your monthly subscription. Free product. Okay, so when you sign 2 customers a month, it's $70 US, $70 Australian, and 5 customers a month is $210. That's my collagen order every month, where I don't have to pay for it. It could be whatever you want to add up for $210, and it qualifies your account. So over a year, that's about $2,500 in free product and qualifying your business account that you get by helping 5 people a month. So now it's an exciting part. We're actually going to be speaking to a few people that have absolutely really ran with the business and have had some great success. Nicole, are you there? I just want to make sure you're online.
I'm here.
You're there. So Nicole Coughlin joined our business probably mid last year, and she went to our highest rank, which is executive. And along the way, she has helped Daryl Lean come into the business, earn an income, but also they've both just qualified for an all expenses paid trip to Colorado. And Daryl Lean wasn't in the business 4.5 months ago, which is pretty cool. So everything can change, you know, once you start sharing the business and helping other people. There's so much opportunities what you can do. So Nicole, can you give us a brief outline of what it's been like since you've joined Isagenix, and what was happening before you started?
Okay. That's all been a bit of a whirlwind, to be honest, but so exciting. So I actually did join as a customer in March last year. So I've just had my anniversary, got my $15 credit for my anniversary, which was cool. But I started just as a customer, just using a few products, and that was all great because at that time, and for 23 years, I was a manager with Lorraine Lee, a direct selling company, running a large team of consultants. So when I started, it wasn't about the business for me, it was about the products. But I fell in love with the products. And, you know, things happened in the world, and my business that I had was falling away and ended up folding in August last year, which was when I really thought, well, I can just, you know, do this with Isagenix, and the products are fabulous. They're working for me. They're working for my friends. I'm just going to share Isagenix with more people. And that's exactly what I did, starting with my husband, starting with my nearest and dearest, you know, family and friends, and then and branching out. And it's just like a little ripple effect, you know. People notice how good you're looking and how great you're feeling. And we did the 30-day reset, and yeah, it went from there. So just sharing with more and more people. And of course, Heather and Belinda are saying, you know, Crystal Manager, Crystal Director, Crystal Executive. And I'm the ultimate goal kicker. Like if someone says, you know, you need to do this, and Heather tells me you need to do this, and I'm like, done, let's do it. So so excited to get to executive in November last year, and achieve our weekend away at Heather's house. And then of course, when we found out about Denver in December last year, Darylene had just joined my business late November. She'd hosted an event at her house. She got all the family and friends together. There were like about 12 friends in the room, and we started, you know, sipping and sampling Isagenix snacks and drinks and different things, collagen and whatnot. And you know, we signed her up. She went consultant that night of her event. there were that many people there wanting to try different things. She had consultants in her downline from that event, all in the one, 3-4 hour get together. So she was like, oh, wow, this is awesome. And of course, she's just been a superstar, sharing it with lots and lots of people. And Darylene, very well known in the ACT Canberra. She's had different businesses there over the years, and her collagen results are crazy good. So she has had great success sharing collagen, especially, as well as the 30-day reset with her friends. And she's just gone bang so fast to director, which helped her tick boxes and earn points for Denver, which is crazy to be in the business, 4.5 months, and 3 of those months was a qualification period, and she smashed it out. So super proud of her, considering that, she's a real newbie. Anyone can do this. Anyone can do it. It's just following the process.
Yeah, and that's what we did, I think, and even with you, Nicole, is like, step by step, what are we doing? We're going consultant, then we're going manager, then we're going director, then we're going executive. And that way you can collect, what I'm going to talk about next is the rank advancement bonuses and everything. So thank you, Nicole. I'm so excited to, let's go to Denver, hey? Okay, next one. Okay, so this is about the cycles now. So now that Nicole and Darylene are really set up their business, this is when they're starting to work through some cycle growth. And so what happens is when all these customers start ordering, on the left and the right, you can see that each pack has a volume attached to it. And so it all adds up. And when the computer sees that you have 600 BV on one side and 300 on the other side, it matches it up and says, hey, guess what? This is working out to be 900 and I'm going to pay you $60. Now, where it gets really exciting with this is that other people in the business and customers, people that you don't even know, start introducing people and introducing people and introducing people. So that is when the cycles start really growing. When people say Darylene in Canberra has a party and she signs 6 people, that all goes underneath Nicole and myself and Heather and Jen, and it just keeps going, which is so cool because we all help each other and support each other and benefit as a team. So I'm just going to show you here what the cycle growth can be like. Okay, hitting 10 cycles a week can range per year 28,000 to 53,000. Look at the different numbers here. Choose a golden circle, choose a star. Pop it in the chat. Tell me, where do you see yourself? Where can you see yourself? What would be helpful? Some people just want an extra 28 grand a year. Other people have bigger dreams and maybe want 168 grand a year. But it's all possible depending on your action and your network and your skills and your knowledge and putting it into action, of course. But there is so much possibility there. And here are the ranks. I just wanted to quickly go through this. So we have consultant, manager, director, and executive. You can see these bonuses here down the bottom, what you collect along the way if you meet within the qualification period. And on top of that, we have other bonuses as well that you can collect. So this is the upfront money that you can get as soon as you start the business and as soon as you start rank advancing and growing your team. So I'm just going to introduce now Angela Yates. Are you there, Angela?
Sure am. Hi.
Hey, so Angela and I are both based in Perth. We have, we're not financially linked, but we've done a lot of events together. And we've also traveled quite a lot together over the last couple of years. And I wanted to grab Angela on here because she's had some great success within her business, but also for herself on what she has created. And talking about the rank advancement bonuses, Angela's going to talk about Jake's success in WA as well. So Ange, over to you, and I'd love to hear your background story as well.
Yeah, great, guys. So thanks for having me, and I'll start with my story so you know who is talking to you. So yes, my name is Angela. I started with Isagenix nearly 12 years ago now. And I went along to an event, like I know Nicole was just talking about an event. So I went along to an event all those years ago. I was very skeptical. However, again, the products are really, really great, and I really did want to feel great. We deserve that. Plus, also before this, I used to work in the corporate world, which, you know, it's in the mining industry, and in WA, that's huge, right? The mining, like I thought I'd made it to the top. I was like, this is it. Like, I'm set for life. However, I kept asking for holidays, like a year leave without pay. And I did it once, and then we came back, and then I went to do it again, and they were like, you're out, right? So I knew this 9 to 5, and this was pre-kids, right? But I knew this 9 to 5 wasn't going to suit my agenda because I want to design my life. And so when that happened and I had to leave that job, right? They wouldn't give me the year leave without pay. Obviously, then I kept traveling and kept traveling and kept traveling. And I knew when I came back from that I had to find something different, a different path, a different vehicle that would allow me to travel the world and still earn from my phone. I could work from my phone and still be able to earn money from that. And so I did fall into Tupperware all those years ago. However, I kind of thought, hey, I can't take this with me. And it really doesn't have that residual income like what we have here with Isagenix. And so then I very kind of did that, which was a bit of a stepping stone to then I fell into Isagenix from there. And look, honestly, I love Heather's comment there. It depends on how much time and effort and energy you put into this. Because when you really do catch the vision of what this can give you, then everything really does change. And now, thank you to Isagenix, it pays for my travel around the world. Like Belle and I have been on so many holidays in the last probably 3 years all around the world. So how amazing is that now that it's paid for, right? And I really did have a fear, right, of leaving that corporate world because that's what all of my friends did, right? This is different. It's outside of the box. Right? But I had to borrow other people's belief to jump into this, to really then experience for myself, earning the income, earning the bonuses, moving through those steps to really understand that, you know, this is possible. And now I'm a mum of 2. I have that freedom to be with them all the time, you know, being at school for all the events that they have at school and not having to have that kind of corporate life as to what I thought I honestly would have, because that's what all my friends have. Right? But there is definitely another way. Anything you want me to add to that, Belle?
No, that's perfect. But I'll just share my screen again. So if you can just talk around Jake, what he has done.
Yep. Awesome. So yeah, Jake is really new into the business as well. I think it was like February he started, like this year, guys, February, right? And the thing is, you would attract people into your business like this. So I've got thousands of people in my team, but I haven't enrolled thousands of people. It's about growing a network through other people's networks, right? Which is so good. And so meeting Jake has been absolutely awesome. He is someone who's so passionate and has caught the vision from day one, right? And I was the same. I caught this vision from day one. I was like, what? Like, we can feel really good on these products and just share with people because they're looking for products. Our friends and family are looking for products. And that's exactly what he did. His mates want collagen, right? His mates want to look better in their bodies, right? So that's exactly what he's doing. He's loving the products. He's having the events. And they're just creating that momentum and excitement of like, now obviously winning this trip, there's more. There's like, I want to win that next trip. I want to be part of this. The money is real because he's done it, right? It's not his excitement of the products, but then you earn in your, like what Nicole said, that Darylyn had an event and boom, she got paid like straight away from that event, that one event. You just keep doing it. And that excitement, it's attractive. It's infectious, right? And so Jake just kept going and get excited. He posts on social media, he shares his journey, and he's creating that curiosity that people are like, I don't want to miss out. And you really don't want to miss out, right? On being part of this community, being part of this journey with any of your friends as well. So awesome. Yeah, no, he's been awesome.
Thanks, Ange.
All
And
good.
I'll
Thank
let
you
you
for
go
having
because I know you
me.
have a dinner to get off
Yeah, all
to. So I
good.
appreciate you jumping on and for your
No
time
worries,
today.
guys. Good on you guys for
Thanks.
being on.
And so the next person that we're going to jump on, I was actually going to get Ange, but she's going to go. I'll introduce her. Is Sarah Whitehead. Where are you, Sarah? So we've traveled quite a lot, the three of us all together recently. She is a mum of 5, and I really seriously think she goes for the trip so she can go away from them without them solo. And her husband is on call, so can leave. He's in the police force, so he can leave at a drop of a phone call. So sometimes she's stuck with 5 kids for God knows how long. So but I'm going to pass it over to you, Sarah, and thanks so much for jumping on. Where are you? Let's see you.
I'm here.
Right there. Yeah, if you can share your story, that would be amazing.
Thank you, Belle, and thank you for having me on. Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, and I've been with Isagenix now for 11 years. And I've had, like Belle mentioned, the pleasure of traveling with her and Ange and Heather multiple times, which has been amazing. But I started purely for the products. I have been in the wellness space my whole life, working as a corporate personal trainer for Woolies. Down here, I am in Sydney. So I worked as a corporate trainer, training their executives, and it was an amazing gig. Like, it was so good. I was there for 12 years. And in that time, I went off and had multiple babies and enjoyed beautiful mat leave and all that sort of jazz. But when I came back and announced I was pregnant with my 4th baby, it didn't go down so well. So I was the only female trainer in my workplace at the time. And I felt like, although everybody else had children, I really felt punished for, I guess, having more kids. So during that time, Paulie and I played the game, so to speak, and I towed the line until I went off and had my 4th baby. And during that mat leave, I had been building Isagenix on the side since 2014, and this was now December 2017. And I really didn't want to go back to work. My boss was not the mentor that I had hoped for, and my workplace had turned from one that was amazing to a really toxic place to be. And I think many of you probably on this call tonight have maybe experienced that sort of vibe in your workplaces over the years. And so I decided that after I had Harry, that I would enjoy that newborn bubble for 6 weeks. And then I was going to go 2 feet in with my Isagenix business and just go hell for leather for my mat leave so that I could turn around at the end of that 12 months and say to my boss, I'm not coming back. Thank you, but I'm out of there. And it was amazing. It was a great feeling. But over the course of the years, of course, reality has hit me at different points. COVID happened, and had I not had Isagenix, then my workplace would have shut down. Woolies went from being a building filled with 5,000 people to nothing. Everybody worked from home. There was no longer, and there is no longer, a manned gym in that building anymore. So I took a leap of faith, and I'm glad I did. But also on the other side of that, Paulie and I chose to have 5 children, but he is a tactical operations officer here in Sydney, and he gets taken away multiple, it's the story of my life, to be honest. He's here 1 minute and gone the next. However, we chose to have 5 children, but he works in a hugely dangerous, high-risk position. And my reality is that one day he might not come home. And I need to be financially independent to be able to raise the 5 kids that we chose to have. And that is everybody's reality. But I guess when your husband works in that sort of role, it's not something I think about daily, but it is there. And Isagenix has given me the freedom, or us as a family, to be home with my 5 kids. And that's something I'm hugely grateful for, because I can be that constant in my children's lives. And not only do I feel amazing, I love these products, but I love helping people. I love seeing other mums in my community like Renee win. I want them to take back control of their health, and I want everybody to feel as I do. But if I can help them financially as well, then for me, that's a win-win situation. Because how can we be truly, truly, I guess, healthy and stress-free if we have financial stress? It's just another form of stress. And, you know, I don't know if any amount of Ionics can really take away that if you're constantly struggling financially. So Isagenix has given my family so much, but I love being able to pay that forward for people in my team and being able to see them win, whether it's getting their products paid for, or if it's like Renee, she's now home with her babies and not working at a bloody pizza shop till all hours in the night, right? Like, that's a win. That's just awesome. So that's a little bit of my story. But I guess for anyone here on this call that is wondering if they should take a look at Isagenix in terms of a business, absolutely. You got nothing to lose. When Paulie and I started, we said to each other we'd give it 7 years. 7 years, and we'd never turn out auto ship off. That was the deal we had with ourselves. So, you know, you are going to have wall kicking moments from time to time. You are going to have challenges from time to time. People are going to say no to you. People are going to doubt you. But, you know, as someone, I guess, that's been in this for a little bit now, you just, every time you reach out to someone and you flex that muscle, you know, it's like going to the gym. You just get better, you get stronger, your belief grows, you know, and at the same time, your health improves. Like, to me, that's just crazy that we get to, you know, grow our self-belief and also feel amazing at the same time. So definitely go for it and be 2 feet in. 2 feet, 1 foot in is not good. 2 feet in is the best.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Absolutely loved listening to that. And, you know, we often talk about you and say, yeah, there's no excuses, guys. There is no excuses. You can't say, oh, I don't have the time because this woman, you know, kids, husband who's not there, she just manages to fit everything in the most beautiful way. So thank you for sharing. And the chat's going nuts because they all love you and love your, you know, your natural way of explaining this. So thank you, Sarah, so much.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Belle, who's now not on here because we talked about technology before. She had a power cut because they had a storm. I thought I could hear lightning in the background. So she's, I'm wrapping up, and I just really want to firstly thank everybody for sharing. You know, the diversity of the stories tonight has been really inspiring, and it just really illustrates that anybody can do this. You know, from Jen's story about the Q Foundation to what Sarah shared to, you know, Angela getting out of that corporate world. Can't you just feel the constraints that has around you? And then Nicole and Darylene being so new and so fresh. And in amongst that, Belinda explaining so beautifully actually the how it works. So I think this is going to be a call that people are going to want to play back and listen to. So we will get the recording out there. And we actually had a little prize to give away, but I decided to do something a little bit different. And anybody who shares this call with someone who hasn't heard these stories before, let us know, any one of us who's on this call, who's invited people on, or who you're listening to it. If you share it with someone else, let that person know, and we'll put you all in a draw. And at the end of our Isagenix month, next Monday, we'll draw that and we'll give away that prize to someone who shared this, because this is too good to keep to yourselves, guys. You've got to make sure that you share it out there with others. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all so much. And thank you for participating, listening, and making sure that we get this message out there to as many people as we can. So yeah, that's it. I just had someone else come in, but yeah. Jen, do you want to just say any other words?
All I would say is just trust yourself, because this is a skill that we can learn on how to share this, and people don't know how good they can feel. So we can help people feel great, and the world's your oyster. It really is.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. See you all later.